France, and we have got a stunning property to show you today. We're in a lovely little village which is situated very close to the town of Montmorillon, the town of writing, or the city of writing as they call it. It's also home of the macaron, so I am told, and I'm going to go and sample some again, and I think when I finish filming here. I've got a lovely house to show you, really fantastic house, so many twists and changes and just lots to it. I'm not going to give too much away. It's a great property, but also looking at the village is lovely. It's not a huge village, but what it does have, it has an épicerie, so that's like just your local little village shop is the best way to describe that. It's got a bar and restaurant with it as well, so it's got hairdressers, it's got a couple of other little shops as well. Just across the road is a little pottery as well, where you can go and learn pottery. I can see it from here. There's a lovely church that you will see as well, and also the Maries, and then you're just literally on the Gartempe as well. And as I said, we are just a hop, skip and a jump from Montmorillon, but it's lovely just getting down to the river as well. Without further ado, let's head on in. As we enter into the house, you've got this long corridor with various rooms coming off it. You can see we go into the kitchen first. The kitchen is dated, probably you could even call it retro in terms of it, but just look at the light streaming in though from outside. That is really lovely, so you can certainly put your own stamp on this kitchen area. Then across from the kitchen, across the into there, we can go into this big dining sitting area. It's a big sitting room with a dining table area in there as well. And again, you've got these big windows, lots and lots of light coming in. This property is set back from the road, although the road is just a very one-way street in a very small village. So let's head off down the corridor now, and off this corridor again, got a toilet that's there that's serviced, and we've also then got another store cupboard, a store room I suppose, with lots of storage in terms of that. So, and then you can see stairs. I love stairs in France, always loving looking at stairs that we've got here, and so we can go down into the basement, but we're going to go there later. I'm going to save that for you, but we're now going to go up these stairs to the next bit. You will have seen that lovely staircase I've just come up. You also saw some stairs dropping down. I'm going to take you there in a while. We're in this fantastic little area that I'm going to surprise you with in a minute. Come through those lovely glass stairs, and to the side of me are two bedrooms, two sizable bedrooms. The bedroom just here again, lovely views out to the front of the house, slightly shaded, again, big windows in that room, lovely light, airy, spacey. The same with this bedroom as well, to my other side, views out into the garden, really pretty, and there's a toilet just based in here as well, and some storage next to it. But you come through this door and you're not too sure what you're going to find. You come up the lovely stairs and you think, okay, there's a couple of bedrooms. Is there another bedroom? Is there a bathroom? What else is in here? So as we come in, there is a little, just over my shoulder, lovely bathroom. Again, it's dated, but it doesn't matter. It just shows what you can do with this. Some people like it, some people don't. Put new stuff in, of course you can. But the great thing with this house, it keeps delivering more and more and more. Come around the corner, let's have a look. When I came there in the corner and came into this room, because I was a little sneaky preview before I actually start the filming, I couldn't believe what I found. This room is huge. It's huge. Behind me, you've seen the fireplace. If you're a regular, you will have seen some of the big chateaus and some of the big country houses I've filmed recently. They have big fireplaces like this. This is amazing space. You can hear the echo in here as well, because it is huge. I just think it's fantastic. And if you look at what are you going to do with this, so there's a huge amount of space here. We've seen the door, we've seen the two bedrooms, we've seen there's a toilet, we've seen there's a bathroom, we've seen we've got this big space. Below here, and we're going to have a look in a minute, there's an original part of a house that was here, and that was here before the rest of the house was built. The house is actually relatively modern, but underneath was a house that came up into here as well in the original, and actually it used to be the Marie's house, and the Marie is just down the road from here. Very small little village, but it is just across the road. So I was like, okay. So when I had a look in here as well, what you could do, so let's think practically what you could do here. This could be your own wing of the house if you wanted, but if you really wanted to do something and you maybe wanted to put a chambre d'hôte, or actually you wanted to put some kind of gîte in, because where we are situated, as I said in the opening, it's a very nice area to be situated in. You could turn this into a kitchen diner, sitting room. You could turn it into that, and then this whole area becomes self-contained. Surrounded by windows, flooding through with light, views out onto the garden. It is really lovely, and I just love this particular room for those reasons. I think you could just do masses with this. And again, of course, you've got the stuff understairs that we're going to look at in a moment. But I love it. I was not expecting this when I came through the door. So we're up onto the next floor, come up through those lovely stairs again. I'm a little less quiet in this bit as well, so just a little bit more going on in terms of here. We can come up onto here, there are 2 bedrooms and a bathroom as well, so you can see the bathroom to the side of me. Bathroom does have a bath in it, and alongside that as well, again, slightly dated, and we have 2 rooms. What I love about these rooms, again, you've got a really nice little room that again looks out into the garden. Quite a compact room, but it'd be a really nice children's bedroom. And then just over to my right here is one of the main bedrooms again at this side of the house. And this side of the house again we're looking at, and what I love about this bedroom is light area. It is a big bedroom. It's also got a lovely balcony out there, and you can see from that balcony, you can see just looking out across the road, up to the hills, plenty of sky, again, plenty of light. It's a beautiful day today. This house is lovely in terms of its temperature. Lots of air flowing through there. One of the things to think about as well, while I'm just actually on that subject, what I love as well here, there are 2 sources of heating in this building. So there's 2 lots of different heating, but there is also not just hot air, there's cold air as well coming into here. So in terms of that, there has been some investment in terms of that side of it for an ambient temperature all years round as well. Have a look at that. The electrics seem pretty good to me as well when I've had a look around. Of course you'd have them checked, but just for me having a look and looking at some of the circuit boards, everything looks pretty modern in terms of that, so it's good to look at. I normally say places need a lick of paint. This will need a lick of paint, and it'll also need coming through to what you want. But I think this is lovely, and I think it's really nice and light and airy, and that's why I love every single property. They are so different. They'll all have pros and cons for anybody looking at it. I like the balcony. It's probably the first property I've seen that's got a nice little balcony. It's a balcony you can step out onto. Can't sit out on it, but you can step out and just enjoy the air and enjoy the view and everything else that's going on with it. Let's go downstairs now. A few more little treats for you, as well as having a look at the garden. So we just come down the stairs, and remember when we were just looking around, we could see where were those stairs going. When we come down to this area, there's 2 actual parts to this, well, probably 3 parts to this. We come down into this area here. We've got a workshop area here, and we've also got a garage there, and we've got the garage doors going out onto the front, so you can come in off the road. That is there. When I've had a look at this, of course you could use it for a garage. If you're a DIY enthusiast, mechanic, whatever you happen to be, you can use that space. This space probably for washing machines. It's got the boilers in as well. You could put everything in here that you need from your white goods area as well. What you could also look at as well is if you're looking for something different, or you're creative and you're starting a business here in France, just behind me here, the garage, you could turn into a really nice studio. So if it's arts and crafts that's your thing, you could turn that into a studio. If you were doing personal training or yoga, etc., you could again turn that into a studio. So it has again got its possibilities, and the possibilities here for this house really are endless. And again, that's probably hence why the price. It has got a lot to offer in terms of the price. This area is lovely, and then we're going to go and have another look in a minute at the other side of this wall, and we're actually going to have a look at a bit of history. We're going to actually go, remember when we were upstairs and I said, oh yeah, there was the original house here, etc. There was some of that there as well, so let's just go and have a look at that. So we're now in, you'll be able to see 3 rooms in this particular area. Just behind this wall, you will see there's actually a mower in there as well, easy to get in and out, great for storage. That's not really part of the original, and then we've got 2 rooms here, 2 rooms that are part of the original. I think the wallpaper behind me is the original wallpaper, and apparently this was from about the 1930s in terms of when everything changed to do with this particular building. So when we look at that, you can see again just over my shoulder, you can also see that within that are where the walls were. So this gives you an idea. Above us has all been done. This was this fantastic area upstairs is above us. But you can just see it's got a little bit of the original stuff, and just down here as well there's a lovely original radiator that goes with it. This really is just storage. Now for me, and I like to be quite creative, potentially here, you couldn't turn it into a gîte or anything, but you could probably turn it into some kind of summer room if you wanted. The sun is streaming through at the moment here. You could probably knock a couple of things out and put some doors in to go into the outside, obviously subject to planning. Outside in terms of that, you could do a lot here. I just think it's lovely and you could make use of it. There's the original front door is just over there as well. So it's got something you could do with it. It's quirky, you could do something with the kids as well. It's another area you could do something with. At the moment, lots of wood all around me. Looks very well seasoned wood, so that would be great for burning in the winter when you come into that. But I like it. Again, it's just more storage, but this house just keeps giving more and more and more. So let's go and have a look at the garden. We're outside now in the lovely sunshine. The garden is beautiful. Now, talking to the agent before I started to film, this garden used to be absolutely beautiful. Now you have to remember, some houses, they get passed through the families, then parents die, parents go into homes, whatever happens, sometimes you can lose the magic in the garden. That's what can happen. And you've seen that within the building a little bit, there are some dated elements to it, so you can just piece it all together. But when you look around this garden, and the whole house and everything else is set in about 3,000 square meters, so that's a good size. The garden is a lovely size as well. It's got lots of mature trees. It's got lots of grass areas as well, but you can see where there would have been borders, where there would have been beautiful flowers. There's still traces in terms of it, in terms of all sorts of different things, in terms of clematis. I've also seen evidence as well of different types of flowers that are here and different types of trees that are here. So there's a lot here, and it's just a shame it's gone, but it wouldn't take much to bring it back. Get your ride-on mower, start to clear it out. But you can see from the shots as well, there's lots of space, there's shady areas as well, lots of lovely sunshine as well. So for me, stood here, the time that we are filming, the house is just main to my side. This is the back of it here that you can see. The sun will be rising just over there, so you'll get the sun, and we're just coming up to 11 o'clock now. The sun is right above us, and you're still getting the sun just in this back part of the garden. So it will come through, and then obviously the sun will set over there, which will then give you some more sunshine down the other side of the garden. It's a big garden. You've got a small little local school is just backing onto this as well. So yes, you've got the school children playing, but it's a small school. It's an elementary school that's here, so it's a very small number. And yes, I've heard the kids a couple of times when they come out to play, but remember, weekends are not going to be here, and it's not going to be that much noise. But it is lovely when you just look at what you're bordered by. Hardly anything. And you come to your boundary, there's another field, and then you're to the Gartempe. So the Gartempe River is just there as well, and it's got everything that you want. So I just think it's lovely, it's peaceful, it's quiet, so much going on. So this garden is lovely. I really hope you've enjoyed looking around this property. I certainly have. And I have said it a few times in this particular video, every French house is different. You just don't know what you're going to find. And with this, again, so many things you could do with this property. Yes, it definitely needs a little bit of work on it in terms of lick of paint here, paint the outside, sort the gardens, decide what you're going to put in there. But it's got everything that you would want maybe for a family home. Remember, there's a lovely little school here as well. It might be as a retirement. You might be able to enjoy that, but you've got family coming over to stay as well, and you can put that in a separate area. You might want to have it from a business opportunity. Yes, you could do a chambre d'hôte, but actually you can probably put a little gîte in as well, and you can have a separate entrance that can come in as well to make that nice and secure and be able to do that. And remember where we are. We're in the Vienne. We're very close to Montmorillon. Montmorillon is a really great tourist spot for people to come to. They will come to see Montmorillon. They will come to see the river, and actually here you're great to be able to do that, particularly when people want to be inland a little bit. So it has so much going for it, and I just think it's lovely. And I know I say that about a lot of properties, but everything has a little bit of difference for people, and that's what I like. The agent, she's really keen on this property. She thinks it's great as well. And she actually is local to here. She knows it. She knows the history of the building. She can take you through everything as well. This property is on with our great partners at Beauvillage. You'll be able to find the details in the link. You'll be able to find the price, and you'll be able to actually find out a little bit more. Really hope you've enjoyed looking around this property today. Do remember to subscribe. We are now on the road. We are going everywhere. We are going to be bringing you at least 2 properties a week. We are going to be bringing you a story every week. We're going to be bringing you expert views as well. And all of this is down to you subscribing or being on some of our Facebook channels as well, and also our great partners that we have working with us here in A New Life in France.